breaking news. A man's been arrested after allegedly crashing a stolen car in Melbourne southeast. Jade Vincent is in Berwick. Jade, tell us how it unfolded.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It is a very beautiful and sunny day here in Melbourne, Australia. I wanted to share the story of my Nissan Skyline, what it's like to own this type of car and all the bad luck and trouble I've had with these cars. So about 5 years ago, when I moved to Australia, the first car I bought here was a Nissan Skyline. I had dreamed of that car for a very long time. I've been a big fan of this car since I was a little kid. There is just something about these cars that just draws my attention. It's a kind of car you don't see that often on the road, and you have to import these cars from Japan, so these cars were meant only for Japanese markets only. So yeah, I had that car for 1 week and it got stolen from me the worst day of my life. It was gone about 1 week and I received a phone call from the police and they found a car. It was in pretty bad condition. The front of the car was smashed in. I had to replace the front bumper, headlights, grille. The hood was in really bad condition. Luckily I had a friend who was a smash repairer, so I took that car for him and he got it fixed really good. I was very happy how the car looked after it got smashed. So yeah, I had it about 2 or 3 months, and you can see from the photos how it looked before and after. You can comment below what do you think. And yeah, I had that car for 2 or 3 months and it happened again. It got stolen from my home, and this time it was much worse than the first time. It was so funny when I went to the gym next day. All my friends there, like they were questioning if I saw the news or heard what happened. I didn't, and I went to home. Next thing, I saw what happened. Couldn't believe my eyes. Next day I went to the impound where they hold the cars and saw my car there. It was so bad I couldn't even recognize the car anymore. It was smashed really bad. There wasn't even actually any parts I could have saved. And yeah, I just couldn't believe that was my car. The whole thing end up on TV as well. As you can see, I've posted bits and pieces from the video. That was end of the story for that car.
First to breaking news. A man's been arrested after allegedly crashing a stolen car in Melbourne southeast. Jade Vincent is in Berwick. Jade, tell us how it unfolded.
Yes, Pete, some chaotic scenes here in Berwick this afternoon. A 20-year-old man was arrested a short time ago, and just a few minutes ago he was placed in handcuffs and placed inside a divisional van. We questioned him as he was put inside the van. We said, "Why did you run?" And he plainly said to us, "Pete, well, I didn't want to get caught." Now we know that he was involved in a collision. Police say he was driving a stolen Nissan Skyline at around 2:30 this afternoon. He's ran a red light, hit a Toyota Corolla. There was a female driver inside that car. She suffered some minor injuries. But as soon as he's hit that car, he's jumped out and ran. His passenger was arrested at the scene. Now, Pete, he's run sort of some 200 metres over Clyde Road and was hiding in a backyard. He'd climbed over some fences. Police flooded this area. There was the air wing. There was about 10 police units. There was also the canine unit, and it was the canine unit that actually found this offender. Their dog Chaos found him hiding in a shed in a neighbouring property here. Now, we spoke to the residents who were home or getting home at the time, and it certainly got the shock of their lives to find that an offender involved in a collision so close had been hiding in their property. Take a look.
After that, I bought just a normal car. About a year after, a friend of mine for work, he was selling his Skyline, this car here, and it was sitting outside for a long time, collecting dust, and the paint was burnt really bad. Everything was really bad, like the interior was bad. It needed a lot of work. Everything was rusty, and it wasn't moving really well. Then I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy it. About 2 or 3 weeks after he came with this car to work, I saw it again, and the temptation was just too much, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this car. We agreed with the price, and I got it really cheap, to be honest. The value of these cars is going up now double or triple for what I bought it back then. So I'm very happy that I bought the car. But as you can see from the photos, it needed a lot of work. The paint was in really bad shape, and the interior was really bad. So I painted again. My friend helped me to paint it. I got the body kit. I got new rims from NK. Looks really good with the black. And I also modified the indicators. I think the original indicators were really ugly, so I did new ones from a mesh, and fitted the indicator behind it. I also got the HKS intercooler there, and I also fitted this grill here. I didn't like the stock, so I fitted a new grill. And yeah, the pan is new. I've been trying to hold on to this really good look. I wash the car about 3 or 4 times a year, and it makes a big difference. You can see like it looks really good, and especially here in Australia where the sun is very burning, the paint burns really quickly. I'm gonna show you guys what happens when you don't take care of your paint. So we got another Nissan here, another Nissan Pulsar here, and as you can see, the paint is burnt really bad. I don't think that's fixable anymore. Even if you try to buff it, I don't think it's ever gonna look like a new anymore. So if you got a good car, take care of the car, take care of the paint, wash it, wax it. It really makes a difference. So I'm very happy how this car looks now, and I'll show you guys a little bit of the interior. So I had to replace the seats, the steering wheel, a few bits and pieces here and there. Yeah, I got the GTR seats. I really love them. Much better than the stock ones. Very comfortable to drive. And I got a fire extinguisher in the back. Just in case, you never know what happens. These engines, they run really hot when it's summer. So you'd rather have the fire extinguisher than let the car burn, just if that would happen. God forbid. And you can see there's not much space in the back seats. Maybe some small kids or dogs might enjoy sitting there, but I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I got a DVD player there, and the steering wheel is from Nissan. I like it. I got some meters there that are relevant, like oil pressure, boost, and water temperature. So yeah, that's all. I'm planning to keep this car pretty stock, and I want to keep it reliable. I think like the more money and time you spend on these cars, the more trouble and headache you're gonna get with that too. So let me show you guys the engine. As I said, it's pretty stock. That's the way I'm planning to keep it. RB25 DAT engine, straight 6. The turbo is stock. I've done a few modifications, nothing too crazy. If I get about 300 horsepower out of it, I would be happy. I'm not doing any drifting or anything like that. I'm also part of the Nissan Skyline Club Australia, where guys go sometimes do some drifting. We got track days. We do a lot of meets, go drive together. It's nice to see different owners of these cars, different gender, different ages. All the work they've been putting into these cars. I love it. It's really good fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I change the oils about every 6 months. Only use the best one, Castrol 10V60. And yeah, it only got 160,000 Ks at the moment. I only drive about 1 or 2 times a week with this car. Don't want to drive more than that. Just to keep it good, and there's less risk that anything would happen. For example, sometimes people drive like crazy here. The traffic here in Australia is pretty bad, and there are a lot of people who don't understand the value of these cars and they don't respect. So I have to be careful how I drive with these cars, and for example, if I go do some grocery shopping, I have to be careful where I park the car. Like I said, I can't leave this car for one night unattended. Like it's gone next day. I'm not kidding. It's that bad. Like young people, they are after these cars. They love these cars. And there's also professional thieves. They strip these cars, put it in pieces, sell the parts, or import them overseas. We got a Facebook page for stolen imports here in Australia, and there's about 1 car every week that gets stolen, so it's very bad. So all the people who get Skylines, make sure you got really good systems to prevent it from stealing it. Make sure, be careful where you park the car. I'm just gonna show you guys the trunk or the boot, how to go in Australia. So I got some tools. Yeah, I got the strut there, make the chassis a bit tighter. The battery is in the rear. I got my little friend there too. So yeah, there's not much space in the back. I got a new rear wing there too. Few stickers here and there. I'm a big fan of Japan. And initial D. And I really like the car. I really like the shape of the car, how it drives, how it sounds. Got the HKS muffler there, not too loud, just the way I like it. Every time I drive with this car, there's always somebody who's trying to get me into race. I'm not into that anymore. I got already like 3 speeding fines with this car. I do not want to lose my license. So if I'm gonna be pushing the limits with this car, it's gonna be on the track or some designated area.